I want monkfish in a pan, yeah? I'm not asking again, yeah? I want the monkfish in the pan now, yeah? Let's go. Time for the main course. Roasted monkfish in the most amazing mussel broth. Now, a touch of curry powder makes the combination warm, fragrant, and absolutely delicious. Here's how. Monkfish. It's quite a difficult fish to get right because there's a lot of water in monkfish. Curry powder and salt. And the salt starts to extract the water. So when we come to roasting it, it doesn't boil. We get a really nice colour on there. Leave 5 minutes. Mussel broth. Thyme, bay leaves. Hot pan, mussels. Get your lid ready in this hand. White wine in. Now, shake it. This turns the mussels around, almost like being put in a tumble dryer, so they cook evenly. 30 seconds. And go. Look. That's gold dust. Shell mussels. Lovely, look at that. Look, beautiful. Celery. Carrots. Leeks. Garlic. Saffron, salt, curry powder. But the secret behind it is that really nice little pinch of saffron that gives it that little bit of lift. Strain mussel juice. Reduce. Add mussels. Bring it up to the boil. 100 ml double cream. Coriander. Back to the fish. The water has come out. Pat dry. Amazing. Lovely colour. The fish is too hot to slice, so if I started slicing, all the goodness will run out of it. Leave it to sit in there for about 2 or 3 minutes so it relaxes. It's nice, big, chunky slices. Monkfish with curried mussel broth. Done. Never ever buy powdered saffron. It may colour the food, but it won't give it any flavour. That's the perfect saffron. Yellow tip, red tip, and a dark, rich, red, orangey. Great for flavour. Helping me cook the main course is my kitchen brigade. So, tonight, my brigade is Ronnie, the 6'4" model. Opposite Ronnie is the gorgeous Anne. She just come back from 2-week holiday, and God, did we miss her last week. Every chef has a right-hand man, Mark Sargent, again on the hot plate. And then, finally, our 2 commis, our trainees. Kerry's come all the way from Liverpool, and opposite Kerry, we've got Cam. Looks like you just come from a boy band. Over the course of this series, I'm road testing 2 trainees each week in the F-word kitchen. We call them commis. The one that performs the best will get a job with me. Cam and Kerry were 2 out of 1,000 individuals that applied to come in this kitchen. I asked the 100 best to come to London and bring me their signature dish, something that showed me what they knew about food.
I haven't slept every night since I found out I was in because it means a lot. It's a personal goal.
My first job was to weed out the ones who are good on paper but crap on the plate. Right, Elaine.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Now, what in the do we have here? That looks like a dog's dinner. Thank you. Yeah, where are the puppies? They're at home. Right. It looks like you've cut someone's dick off, wrapped in a condom. Be honest with me, they do look like dog bowls, don't they?
Oh, my God. OK.
OK. What I'm looking for here today is passion, enthusiasm and understanding of ingredients.
Right.
What happened there? I know it's called the F-word, but when it's brown, it's cooked. When it's black, it's And there's a
grilling
like
as
a
well.
Pubic hair there. Can you just get rid of that?
Sorry,
Yeah.
There we go.
Now. But look at them.
Can you smell that ammonia in there?
Yeah, there's a little bit there,
That's
isn't
a
there?
rancid scallop.
Oh, right, I see.
You're on the verge of killing someone.
I wasn't trying to kill him, although that would have made the headlines. I would have become famous that way. The guy who saw off Gordon Ramsay.
I'm a vegan. I've been a vegan for 20 years.
You're a vegan?
Yes.
Me. How can you call yourself a chef if you don't cook fish or meat?
Well, I work in vegetarian restaurants.
And what is it?
This is curry tofu with tofu yogurt.
Sorry. It wasn't just talent I was looking for, I wanted passion too. Stosey drove for 5 hours to get her dish to me.
Rice vinegar, wasabi. I hope you don't mind the kick.
That works. That's very good.
I'm speechless.
How are you? Phil started off washing dishes in a Liverpool restaurant.
8-ounce duck breast, cooked off to ping.
Yep, well, you're 19 years of age. I know about a dozen 29-year-old chefs that can't cook that good.
Yeah. To work in Gordon's restaurant, it would mean a lot. Be a massive honour. I'd get a lot of experience. Hopefully he can teach me everything he knows.
When I'm looking for new members of staff, I want to see that hunger. And you can see it at the back of their eyes. You know, you can really feel their sort of, ambition, their determination.
I want to be Gordon's protege because I know I can run that kitchen with him.
Kerry, just stand back 2 seconds. What in the have we got on?
I'm sorry.
Not even very well hung, are you?
It's done beautifully.
Okay, thank you.
And like I said, you can tell there's a lot of sort of care.
Yeah.
Because you're very precious at what you do.
Yeah.
The way you dress, the way you look.
Thanks very much.
And the fact you haven't got a bloody spot on your face pisses me off. Not a wrinkle, a dimple or anything. Are you sure you want to become a chef?
Yeah, I'd really like to be.
Are you mad? Getting through the interview process was the easy bit. Now the question for my commis is, will they stand the heat of the kitchen? I want you to slow down. I'd rather you be slower and thorough than fast and scatty, OK? Because right now, you're making me feel nervous.
At the moment, I'm feeling stressed out.
Can we light this back stove, please, Ange? Good. And turn it round. Yeah, put it on this stove here, please. Now I want 6 in there, Ange. What's he doing? I can't speak any more plain English, but, I don't know what's going on at the moment. Mark, can you do it, please?
Yeah. No, put that pan in the oven. Yeah. Put that pan to wash and get 4 more in there.
The atmosphere in the kitchen is very hot, very stressful, but still enjoyable.
Spinach, please. Right, Kerry, come here. Kerry, I want you plating up. Ronnie?
Yes, Gordon?
I want 4 more away now. Ange, 4 more away. Go to the furthest plate, please. Thank you. Good. Watch first. 2 nice bits of monkfish on top of the spinach. 1 nugget on top. 3, yes? Take your time. Don't panic. Stand still and go, please. Very nice, yeah? Well done. Go. 15. Slowly.
The sauce was really nice. It was a curry sauce, I understand, so you could kind of sense the spices in the sauce coming out of the fish. And it went nicely together with the mussels as well.
Put this on the menu because it's fantastic. And I'd have a little go at mucking about trying to get... I'll even have a look through some of the governor's books to see if there's a recipe for that, because I'd do that at a dinner party.
Manic. Right. I bet you'd never, ever thought you'd see Joe Connors in one of my restaurants again, would you?
I never thought I'd see any woman in one of your restaurants again.
What do you mean?
You've upset them. He's upset them so much with this campaign to get women back in the kitchen. It's been in the papers in Australia and Korea.
Really?
Yeah, and all they care about, you thought they cared about, freedom from communism. No, what they care about is you and your evil campaign.
The message was, of course, was not only to get women back in the kitchen, but to sort of make it less of a chore, make them understand that, it can be pleasurable.
Cooking's easy, it's simple,
Cooking's easy,
it's not that
simple.
difficult.
I'm not trying to get women back in the kitchen that don't want to be there. I'm trying to, get women in the kitchen that are excited and interested in food, as opposed to sort of tiptoeing over it and investing in a ready-made meal.
The infamous survey which you had commissioned, one of the things wasn't it, was that the women who couldn't cook, 2/3 of them were regretted the fact they couldn't cook.
And also, they're not being taught it. No one's taught it in schools anymore. No one knows a basic thing like how to make a soup or anything like that. It's not it's off the curriculum. It's ridiculous.
So many women have actually missed out on the opportunity of learning, and that's the crisis. The ones that have sort of, I don't want to learn how to cook. I'm 21. Move the clock forward 10 years and they start to deeply regret the fact that they don't know how to cook and completely, and this is really honestly, petrified of the stove.
Jim and I had decided to get married, and so we'd invited our respective parents round to meet each other for the first time.
The one I remember was this big fish pie that's sort of become slightly legendary.
It was just fish slop is what it was. He needed a straw.
Well, it did have a sort of detrimental effect on her confidence in the kitchen, maybe.
And, you know, the fact that she's not cooked again in 9 years probably bears that out, I'd say.
You know, obviously, because I'm a doctor, I'm always pontificating to patients about the sorts of diets they should be eating.
She gives out a few lectures to her punters about, you know, eat 5 bits of fruit and veg a day or whatever, and I've never seen a vegetable in her hands.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Kitchen.
That is what I use
For?
the whole time for my food. Sausages with mash.
Sausage with mash, and this is a ready-made meal. This is a basic sausage and mash.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's full of ready-made meals.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're a GP.
I know.
Yeah, with a phenomenal reputation.
Yeah.
That gets to see patients each and every day, that helps coming up with remedies to make them feel better and better about themselves. How can you do that with a freezer packed full of ready-made meals?
It's completely hypocritical because I know what is in those meals is not great.
Most important thing now is not just about your confidence.
Yeah.
It's about doing something that you can easily put together.
Yeah.
Coq au vin. It's just like a really nice red wine sort of chicken casserole.
Excellent.
Very simple.
Great, that's what I need.
Today we're going to put some lardons, bacon.
What are lardons?
Bacon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
right.
like bits of bacon,
Okay.
onions, mushrooms. As it gets more and more into the winter, you can put sweet in there, carrots in there, leeks in there. To serve with a coq au vin, just a really nice, straightforward, creamy mashed potato.
Lovely.
How many's coming round?
3 plus me and Jim, so 5.
5. So that's enough for 5, that size. All we've done now is seasoned the chicken with salt and pepper, lightly dusted it with flour.
Yeah.
And when we put the flour on there, it helps give it colour.
Yeah.
And it starts to thicken the casserole. Shake off excess flour.
Okay.
And then just into your olive oil. The more colour, the more flavour.
Yeah.
Good. And I want you to fry off the lardons. Good. Now, tablespoon of olive oil in there again. I want you to get your onions in there this time.
Do they need to be chopped or they?
No, we're going to put them in whole, I think.
Okay.
Yeah? We don't mess around with chopping onions. Pan nice and hot.
Right.
OK? And mushrooms in, yes? Push towards you. I'm going to pull back. But wait. All I want to do now is place half of our mushrooms and bacon on the bottom. Chicken back into the casserole. And all I've got here is a cheap bottle of house wine.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because for cooking wine, you don't need to use expensive wine.
No.
So now we're bringing the heat back up. Yeah. I want you to pick off some of these thyme flowers and just sprinkle them over there like that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good. I add my hot water into the stock. Got the bay leaves in there. Turn the gas off. Lid on. Then I want it to go into the oven.
Okay.
For 30, 35 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Nice and low. And everything else is self-explanatory. Just to make sure it's not cooking too fast, cooking too slow.
Yeah.
And sort of, you know, treat it a bit like your patients.
Okay.
Yeah. Give them the prescription, and you want to know in a couple of weeks' time how they're feeling.
Okay.
Feel the same way for your chicken.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine this is going to be pretty high, because it's the first time I've been close to a woman in a kitchen all afternoon that hasn't cooked for 10 years. Good news or bad news?
It's good news.
It's good news. Go on.
You've got a great blood pressure.
Any recommendations?
Eat plenty of fresh food and vegetables.
Oh, shit. Listen.
No pre-prepared crap, you know.
Yeah, stay away from the freezer, all right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Tonight, after 9 years, Helen's parents and in-laws are back to sample her cooking. Quick check. Final check. And then just get the spoon
Yeah.
and sort of push it back down underneath.
Okay. Right, so you ready for this? This is coq au vin with mashed potato.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I'm gobsmacked. I'm amazed. It's great. It's fantastic.
Happy with the chicken?
It's delicious. It's melting in the mouth. This is better than anything I've cooked ever.
Good night. Good night, darling. Well done. Mwah.
Thank you.
And next time I see you, I'll keep that blood pressure down.
Yeah, do.
Yes. Hello, doctor.
Hello, Gordon.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Check that pulse. Pulsating at a rate of 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, calm down a bit.
Calm down, calm down. I heard that before. Jim, how are you?
Very well, thanks.
Good to see you. Nice to see you. OK, first and crucial question. Yep. Was I successful in conquering that phobia about cooking?
Resonating, yes.
Serious?
The very next day...
Truthfully? The
Absolutely.
very next day?
The very next day, we had 6 people round for dinner.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I made about, you know, half a ton.
Yep.
And it was all eaten.
How was it?
It was great. It was like a mixed grill with lots of vegetables and fish and some
Couscous.
Couscous, yeah. It was delicious.
It was great, and I got a real buzz out of doing it, and sitting Jim down, pouring a glass of wine.
Fantastic. I'm so happy. And have you any idea, over the last 10 days, I've been getting so much stick about getting women back in the kitchen.
I think that's rubbish, you know. I mean...
What, the stick or the campaign?
No, the stick.
The stick?
You know, I mean, I just think that over the last kind of 15, 20 years, women have sort of been forgotten about the enjoyment they maybe can get from the kitchen. And whilst I've been doing this, and obviously I've been talking to people about it, loads of people have kind of come out as non-cookers, loads of women.
They've come out of the oven.
They said to me, oh, God, Helen, I can't cook either.
I'm so happy. Congratulations. Promise me you won't stop.
I won't.
Otherwise, this heartbeat, pulse is going to shoot back through the roof.
I don't want that.
Because...
Cheers.
And you know all about my campaign about getting women back in the kitchen. Well, the first woman I ever saw in the kitchen was my mum. And for some bizarre reason, yes, against my 21 years experience in a professional kitchen, she still reckons that her apple pudding is better than mine.